Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
How many discounts does USAA Auto Insurance offer? Too many to say here. Multi-vehicle discount, safe driver discount, new vehicle discount, storage discount, legacy.
How many discounts will you stack up? Visit USAA.com/auto discounts. Restrictions apply.
Get into your body's vitals with the Vitals app on Apple Watch.
I wanna get into my body and let my skin do the talking. I wanna feel like I'm myself again.
The Vitals app tracks key overnight metrics so you can spot changes in your health before you feel them. The Vitals app on Apple Watch. iPhone XS or later required. The Vitals app is for wellness purposes only and not for medical use.
Finding a new job is stressful. But with Indeed, it doesn't have to be. Just fill out your Indeed profile with your skills, experience, and desired salary. The more you fill out, the better your matches will be. And hearing from hiring managers will be 2 times more likely. Relax. That's your Indeed profile sending opportunities your way. Indeed, the world can work better.
Llegaron los nuevos McCrispy Strips, listos para aventurarse en la mezcla de mayo ketchup, la barbecue que quedó en el fondo de la cajita, Hot Fudge Sundae y en la nueva Creamy Chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Los nuevos McCrispy Strips, ahora en McDonald's. Para pa pa pa.
I knew it. Another Hurrdat Media production.
Gen NYC was pretty good though.
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
What were you just saying?
I was saying the Next Gen NYC was pretty good though, because this morning Roxanne dropped a bomb that she didn't even watch it. So,
but the good news is I'm excited because Chantel's wrote notes on Next Gen New York City. So I'm excited to hear your opinion on it.
Oh, I mean, no, I think you should watch it. Then we talk about it.
No, that's okay. You wrote notes because remember I said I'm going to do Valley and you're going to do Next Gen New York City.
I know, but that's not fair. I want to see your response to it.
Chantel, how many times have I done something where we all know you didn't watch that episode?
No, that's such a lot. I never not watched something ever.
Well, just give us because we're not going to do a separate one for that. So you can give us like a grand scheme of things. But on today's episode, whoa, what a chaotic start. We are going to be recapping the Valley. Chantel will give a brief opinion on what happened on Next Gen New York City. I will say though, you guys, I'm sorry if you're not watching Love Island. This is when it starts getting so good, and it's not because of I like the people or anything. It's where it gets so messy. So even if you are like, I'm so not into this, I don't get the obsession, just watch it. Just literally see it through and watch it. And it's very entertaining because it comes on 4 days out of the week, or no, I think 5 days out of the week. And I don't think Bravo should have put Next Gen during the same time that Love Island comes on, because immediately I watched Love Island immediately. So I don't know, Chantel, I swear, because last week I know that you were kind of like about it, and it's still like with the same people, but this week, oh my gosh, what's happened? So
yeah, I'm excited to see if my opinion changes a little bit, because I'm a Love Island snob, and so when it's not good, I just don't even want to support it.
I promise, I think you'll like it. Well, so by the way, there was this, Chantel sent me a text yesterday about Valley, and it was like a statement that said, and this is how fucking scary social media is. It was a statement, apparently, allegedly from Danny and Nia, saying, "We choose our family over this show. After 2 seasons, we are not returning to season 3. Our family." It was just like this whole ass statement of their exit. And every single person ran with it. And so Chantel sent it to me and she's like, "Oh my gosh, but it makes sense." And I was like, wait, there's no way this is legit. So I went there, and there was like an aggressive tone to one part that I'm like, this isn't like even as professional for them. Like, it makes sense, but it's not professional. So I go to their page because I'm picking up the kids from school and I'm like, is this true? Like I go to their page, I don't see anything. I go to like both of them, don't see anything. Then I go to like Google and I'm like, Nia and Danny casting, whatever, Nia and Danny quit, nothing. And I'm like, are these people fucking kidding me? So let's see the account that started it all. Because I cannot with these things. Like, this is a big deal. Oh, I deleted our conversation, Chantel.
Oh, but I don't know if that, I mean, I think that's the one.
No, they were the original ones.
Okay, then it was like a Bravo one. It was like, I mean, a Vanderpump one. Let me tell you right now. It was,
like they made a whole.
It was Sir Rules, Sir Rules at Sir Rules. So that is,
and they had a lot of activity on it.
Yeah. And then Kristen commented though.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, I think like after I had sent it to you, and you're like, oh, fake news. And then I looked at the comments and then just to see. And then like Kristen had commented like only like 17 minutes ago. And she was like, this is false. Like, or like who, like, I would love to know who called you. Like who like is a call from, like she was like clowning, making it seem like, damn, like these people are good,
Because who makes this shit up?
I know.
Then I saw the same post on Facebook and I commented off of my personal Facebook. I'm like, this is not true. Because I am so sick of the Facebook clickbait. I swear to God, I think some of you guys had told me, Roxanne, like Facebook has this AI thing that's happening. I don't even know, but there's like something where it's like clickbait. If you click it, it makes money. I don't know what the hell it is, but the same exact thing. I literally commented off my personal and I was like, this is not true. And then Daniel's like real page went and liked it. Cause I'm like, who would go and make this all up? And then it reminds me of all the headlines about Gia Giudice since like joining Next Gen that has been coming for her. The new narrative with Gia is that there was someone, I don't know who this is, Mia or something, that was going to join the show, but apparently she felt like Gia was going to, I don't know, like make the show not what it should be because she's cast. And I'm like, that's not even true. Why are people doing this? Like, why are people so desperate to get attention off of like a Bravo headline? It's crazy. Or to like make someone look so bad or make it like someone left the show. To make a whole ass statement up for clout is crazy. And that's why, as you can see, when Chantal sent me that, I was like, there's no way this is true. The tone of this is kind of off, but it's getting a lot of attraction. I went and I checked multiple sources to make sure and went directly to make sure. And that's what we live in a world now where we have to do that. And that sucks, but we do.
I know. I just think the craziest thing is like an actual statement to make up. Like, that's why. Like,
no, it's
like the statement. It's like, damn, okay.
And I guarantee that page still has it up.
Oh, let's see. I'm
and
sure. Like, I mean, if I did it.
You know what sucks too is like TikTok now, people just take that too and they run with it. So TikTok, because anyone can get big on TikTok. They see that and then they make a whole TikTok video about it. And it's like, oh my gosh, the lies just continue. And it's frustrating. I don't know. I've been in the business since 2012. When I see this, I'm like, this is what has happened. This is so crazy to me. It's like we've given so many people access to do this and they're doing it in the most like inappropriate way, like no integrity at all. I don't know. I just
okay. So this account, I do want to say this account did go back and then they put fake over that their account, and then they commented on it and said the post was initially on X and it's by an account that apparently spreads misinformation all the time. It was sent to me a few times, so I thought it was legit.
Okay, so it wasn't them, so that makes me feel better. But again, if I swear to God, if I saw a direct statement from someone, Chantal, I'm going to their pages because they obviously posted it. And it's like, no, you didn't do your due diligence by checking on there because you were like maybe wanting to be first about that. I don't know. It would have been everywhere if that was the case, but on Facebook, everyone, like, I don't know, the people on Facebook, man, they scare me. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, but it makes sense. And everyone's like, I was the only one of the like 600 comments that said this is not true.
What else did I saw that too? Like, because when I was on this guy's page or girl's page, they also said that Tom Schwartz and Sandoval are being interviewed for season 3 of The Valley. Do you think that's true?
No, that is true because we wrote a story about that.
Oh, that is so crazy. Like, what would we need them on the show for? Like, this is not Vanderpump.
It's awkward because like even us seeing Lala, which by the way, she is like the cutest pregnant person, but us seeing Lala and Sheena, it's like they're walking on eggshells the entire time because they know this isn't their show. And it's like, it's really unnecessary. I don't know. There's literally nothing that they're bringing to it. So it's like, we don't need this. And them interviewing Tom Tom is just, it's crazy. I mean, I feel bad because at the end of the day, their show got completely, you know, like not ruined. And it was,
but they had like 10 years of like, you know, being on showbiz. And it's like, okay, like, I don't think it's necessary to
people
have
are
these
addicted
guys
to
that
this
are not
stuff.
in that are not in relationships, that are not in this, like, that live in the valley, maybe not live in the valley. It's like weird.
Yeah, people are truly addicted to being on TV.
I know.
Once you get a taste of it and it's something that you wanted, you don't know how to get out of it.
So true.
So yeah, I don't know. I just went on a whole ass rant about that, but that was so annoying, and hopefully it makes you guys too. Because a lot of the times we get DMs, which we need to be better at on Instagram, where you guys are like, is this true? And if you were to just do like a quick thing, you would know, like a Google thing, you would be like, you would immediately be like, this is so not even true. There's no point of me even like asking because I know it's not true. Because it's so outlandish. But yeah. Anyways, let's kind of start with the Valley. Chanel, can you, I feel like you're good at this stuff. Can you explain why Zach messed with his balls?
I didn't understand it, but he did Botox in them so they can hang a little bit lower so that they can feel better. Like he can feel them hitting. Like, I don't know why he did that.
The thing is,
I don't know what they feel in their balls and it's lower.
So when you do Botox though, Botox lifts. So that's why I didn't understand it. And I'm like, why is he doing that? I don't know. That was like such a weird thing. The fact that there's like a doctor in his face, in the balls, like the balls are in the doctor's face, was so scary to me.
It was scary that Danny did it too. It's like, okay.
Yeah, but look, do you notice how they didn't show it getting done with Danny?
Oh, I know. Why you don't think he did it?
No, or he was like, I'm not doing that on camera. Like they have boundaries.
But the thing is though, is like Botox, it doesn't just lift it, like Botox relaxes your muscles. So like that's why you like don't see your wrinkles and things like that. So like if there's a muscle in there and it's relaxing it, it would bring it down if it's already hanging.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, interesting. It was funny to me though that like he got to connect with the boys in that way, you know, because they all have balls, but like because usually he's hanging out with the girls and stuff like that. So it was like funny to see that dynamic.
I really like Zach.
Yeah.
Like he's good TV.
He's a good friend too.
Yeah. Did you
people he likes?
Right. Did you notice how like throughout the episode, could you see like Jason genuinely sad about Jasmine and what happened with their relationship?
No.
You didn't feel that?
No.
Wow, that's really interesting. I think he's genuinely upset because him and Jasmine did have like a solid 8-year relationship. So
I mean, he actually genuinely upset about the Danny thing, but he's like still allowing his wife to go after them all the time. So it's like, okay, like if you're genuinely upset, then like go after that girl. That's your wife.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I do feel like when I'm a certain way, like my husband could tell me behind closed doors. But he also, I don't think Jacob would step in during it and like kind of hype it up. And then no, Jacob would never do that. Can you imagine Val doing what Jason does?
No, but like the thing is, this was with Jason. So like, you know, like you see almost like she has to be the one to kind of be on the sidelines and not really over speaking. And like, she has to tell him like, make sure you see this, make sure you see this, make sure you see this.
But
point.
it's so
like,
fucked up. It's so,
yeah.
oh my gosh. What do we think about Aaron's ex showing up to Kristen's homecoming party?
I mean, it was just funny that everyone was like, oh, like Sheena, like everyone's one step away from being Sheena's friend. Like that's just hilarious because like that's how like Janet got on the show. That's probably
how do they get access to Sheena like that though?
I know, Sheena, like what were you doing before you had a kid? Like stay home, dude.
No, really, like how does everyone have so much access to her?
Maybe she's just really nice and she just like wants everyone to be friends, which is a good character. But yeah, I thought it was like, I mean, it wasn't that interesting because like nothing was dropped. It was just like, oh, I was dating him.
It was so dumb.
Yeah, like why would they show that if there was nothing to that story? There was no like validity.
Validity. Ooh. Validity.
No, validity. Like, for him to say like, oh, this is the time that maybe she cheated on me. Like, did he walk it? Like, no, like none of that happened.
And then saying did Michelle walk into this girl? Like, it was okay. Well, she would have told you that. She would have said one day I was with him and Michelle walked in. So
yeah, I think the matter of the fact of this whole thing though, it's a reminder again that like, Jesse is going through so much trauma about being cheated on. And he just wants to know the truth. He literally just wants to know the truth. I don't know if he keeps dragging it like this much because like he knows he has that power in that sense for that small thing because he is a little crazy guy. And it's like, but he just wants to know the truth. So I wish like she would just tell him the truth.
Which I think any woman would want the truth. Like they would be like, I know I was cheated on and I just want closure on it. I just want that. So I think that's fair. What did you think?
And she's told him like, I've kissed this person. Like, that's not true. Like, stop lying.
Yeah. And honestly, you guys, an emotional relationship is way worse than, to me, an intimate one.
Especially from a girl's aspect.
Yeah.
And guys, but I'm saying like girls do like they emotionally cheat more than physically cheat.
Yeah. What do you think about Kristen's house?
It's cute. They're renting it still. So it's like, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So how much do you think she pays on rent?
Oh, probably a lot. Like those areas, maybe like, let's say 8,000.
No, 6,200, which I don't think is bad for that area. I was like shocked. I thought it was going to be an absurd amount. Granted, I don't like the house at all, but I just know like in that, like, how do you guys live there, man? How do you guys who live in California just like afford life? I want to know. Because Chantal, imagine us paying that for that house.
I know.
Like, that's a hell no. I'm so sorry. I would move.
I mean, we're getting there over here. I swear. Like, you don't understand. Like, because you don't really look. Like, you look at buying houses, but if you look at rentals, you'd be like, why the hell would I spend $5,000 on this rental? And it's like not even a badass house. It's like literally garbage.
I'm sure because Luke's from Midwest, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure like he is like, what the actual fuck?
No, I think he's from like Colorado. Kristen is though.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. So yeah. And I'm sure they're like, what the fuck? Well, but Kristen's been there for so long. So like she knows by now this is just how it is. But I'm sure that like he's like, I cannot believe that houses that look like this cost this. Like that is just not okay.
I like they're probably not like trying to overdo it and like live above their means because like they're probably just making making the right amount to be able to afford that type of place. And it's like that's what you should do. Like not get this badass house just to get it.
100%. I agree.
Hey cousins, let's talk mental health. I think we all know someone, maybe even ourselves, who could have really used therapy but didn't know how to get started. Cost, insurance, time, it all gets in the way. That's why I love what Rula is doing. Rula, spelled R-U-L-A, is a healthcare provider group that's changing how we access therapy. They've got over 15,000 therapists and psychiatrists nationwide, and they match you based on what you actually need, whether it's a talk therapy, medication support, or both. I haven't personally used Rula yet. I've seen how powerful therapy can be for myself, and I've seen what it could do for my close friends. One friend told me the hardest part wasn't asking for help, it was finding someone to actually give it. That's the gap Rula fills. Rula accepts major insurance, so your session could cost as little as $15, and once you're in, you're not alone. They help you schedule, follow up, and make sure you're moving towards real progress. This isn't some one and done platform. Rula actually cares. If you've been thinking about therapy but didn't know where to start, this is it. Visit rula.com/TRH and take the first step toward feeling better. That's RULA.com/TRH. And when you sign up, make sure to tell them our show sent you. It helps us and helps you. One more time, that's rula.com/TRH. Affordable, personalized care because you deserve to feel heard.
This episode is sponsored by Factor. All right, let's be real. Summer with 4 young kids at home is wild. Between work, camps, play dates, and just trying to keep up, cooking is the last thing I want to spend hours doing. That's why I'm so glad I found Factor. More sun, more light, more time to do all the things that make summer so special. And the number one thing you don't want to be doing all summer, spending hours cooking inside. That's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, no prep, no mess. And with 45 weekly options, I can find meals that fit my goals and my crazy schedule. I've been loving the Protein Plus chicken meals and the breakfast egg bites. They're actually delicious and they keep me going all day. Factor powers your day from sun up to sundown. And trust me, with 4 kids, that's a long day. I use Factor and you should too. It has seriously saved me so much time and helped me stay on track with eating well, even on my busiest days. Get started at factormeals.com/TRH50off and use code TRH50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code TRH50off at factormeals.com/TRH50off for 50% off plus free shipping. Factormeals.com/TRH50off.
Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. The NBA playoffs are here and Michelob Ultra is getting you closer to the game than ever with courtside seats and more. Enter now at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Superior Access Courtside 2024 to 2025 sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 or older. Ends on July 1st, 2025. Multiple entry periods. Visit MichelobUltra.com/superior access/courtside for free entry deadlines and official rules. Message and data rates may apply. Void where prohibited.
At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, get deals so right, it almost feels wrong. Now's the best time to get that Hyundai you've always wanted. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty and 3 years or 36,000 miles of limited complimentary maintenance. Don't think you can get away with all that? Think again. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. It's a great day for a new Hyundai.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
Walmart Business is in the business of saving you time, money, and hassle. Whether your business started in a garage or is a garage, Walmart Business has the tools to help you get where you're going. Tools like free shipping, multi-user accounts, and just about any item your company needs.
Even a double filtration cyclone dust collector.
Yep, even that.
Sweet.
Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love. Now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com. Terms apply.
I did comment that it's just weird seeing Lala and Sheena.
Yeah.
You know, because Michelle goes over Lala's house and I don't feel like they actually have a real relationship. And the one thing I will say about Michelle is she is a little bit weird because she'll go up to women and she'll be like, she'll ask them like, is Jesse like how your ex was? And keep in mind, like, for example, Lala and Britt, like they like hate their exes right now. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, can we not do this?
To be fair though, like Lala like cussed out Jesse, so maybe this is like the time that they could talk about it because like she cussed him out in that one pool party.
But they didn't talk about it at all. So
I know, but I'm saying like that's like her moment. Like, oh my god, like there was a connection there. It's like, oh, is he like your ex? Because clearly you hated this guy too.
Yeah. I will say it was so heartbreaking what's going on with Michelle's mom, and to be filming the show while this is happening, and to think, imagine you guys, that life is so just fragile. It's so crazy to think that you have food poisoning, you go to the hospital, and then you have stage 4 colon cancer. I cried because it's just crazy that your whole life can flip in a matter of a second. And that's why it's like we all need to take a moment to really, I know this sounds cliche, but appreciate our life right now because it can all change in 1 second.
And I just also feel for her that like you're doing this while going through like a divorce and like you have such, in her eyes, she has such a crazy ex, like that's a lot to handle.
Yeah.
Her mom did pass away too.
I know.
And
she says she was so close with her mom. So, even for her daughter, like, I swear to God, when I just think about my kids are so obsessed with my mom and stuff, like, I just can't even imagine that. So that's like heartbreaking for her daughter as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was sad. And that was like a time where we really saw emotion come out of Michelle.
Yeah, and I like seeing that from her. It was like the first time I was like, oh my god, like she is a human here.
Yeah. So Jasmine and Melissa meet up with Jason and Janet, and I think Melissa's like a great peacemaker, and you can tell that Janet definitely preps Jason before everything. Chantal had just said this, but I wrote, she definitely tells Jason, this is what you're going to say so it doesn't come across wrong if I say it, because he's like, there was a part while they're talking and they're getting good, and Jason looks at Janet or Jasmine, I'm sorry. And he's like, it seems like you had some serious issues with Janet on the beach.
Yeah.
And I feel like Janet should be saying that, not Jason. But again, Jason's prepping, Jason gets prepped. And it's just, it's kind of like embarrassing. I don't know.
Yeah, because I think most like guys or men, like they just need to sit here and say like I'm sorry, and then they're good. Like they'll move on, But like he was going in on every single detail. Like usually guys don't do that. He was like, you did this, you heard this, and you came at me and said this. Like it was just like, oh my god, what is happening here?
Yeah.
And then Janet going so hard about her hearing it from Kristen. Like Kristen said that. Kristen said this. It's like, get over it, Janet. No one's feeling Kristen right now. No one is on Kristen's radar.
Exactly. So trying to deflect and make all of it, the attention go on Kristen and what she did wrong. It's so like classic gaslighting, right, Chantal? Is that gaslighting?
Yeah, but I guess like does the person need to be there? I don't know, because it was just being weird. It was just like her being like crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, to take away the attention from her. So yeah, I mean, they end up getting good, and because Melissa's like, it's not about who said it. Like, let's take that away from the narrative and just like, let's find the solution. So I like Melissa. Now Britt's having everyone over, and she's hosting, and her hosting skills are a little bit different than what you think. She hosts all fast food, and Michelle does not eat fast food. What did you think about that?
I mean, like, I'm Team Michelle here. Like, I'm sorry. Like, don't want to go to a house and have to eat fast food. Like, that's like something that you eat like when you're in such a bind. And for most people, for some people, you guys love fast food, but like for some people, like you eat it when you're in a bind. And like, I would never want to go to someone's house and eat chicken nuggets from McDonald's that are cold.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Fast food is only really good when it's fresh. So
yeah, so it's like, why would you bring this?
And then you have it's a lot, and it's like, for what? Like literally none of these girls are going to eat this.
No.
You should always
when you're drunk too. Like that's another food like you eat when you're drunk, not when you first arrive to a party.
You should cater to your guests at the end of the day.
Exactly. When you're hosting, it's for your guests, not really for you always.
You know what's so crazy? I saw a TikTok last night, and it was from this girl, and she's like, I cannot believe this. I never knew. I've gone to 28 weddings, and I never knew that you were supposed to bring a gift.
No, that's weird. No, I'm sorry. That's weird.
And everyone commented and said that's a fucking parenting issue, or that's an issue that for 28 weddings, you never ask other people what are they bringing. And then everyone commented, and they're like, that means you go to people's houses empty-handed when they're hosting. Like, I'm sorry, that would be overwhelming to be a friend to someone like that. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Like, I think even some wedding invitations that do like accept gifts, like they put their registry on there. So it's like,
and everyone was saying that in the comments.
Yeah,
it was like, well, what's the registry for then?
Yeah.
Oh my, por favor.
And I don't know this, but like, you best believe if I see a registry, I'm like, we usually give money, but like, it's like, if you see a registry, like I'm getting something off the registry for them or giving them the cash. So
in our culture, like we are so politically correct. It's like you need to, and so that's all that we know. Like when you go to someone's house and they're hosting you, you're not walking in empty-handed, whether it's like wine or something, especially like if you're not like, that close, but like even if you're close, whatever. But just like if someone's like,
even like if I'm hosting, like I have you guys over all the time, you always bring a bottle usually, like, or you bring something, you always say, or you ask. And if you didn't, that's not a big deal because we are so close. Like that's like when it's like not a big deal. When you're close with someone, you don't bring it every single time. But it's like, if someone's inviting you over, there should be something in your hand. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's so crazy. I don't know. And some people might say like, that's not true. But again, that's how we grew up. That's what we saw with our parents when they went to someone's house. Like when our aunts invited us, like our parents, what's so crazy? On our mom's side, they didn't do that though.
But like, yeah, but no, like my mom would do that on her, like on my dad's side, like they were
Me
politically
too.
correct on, yeah, they were politically correct on that side because they had to. But like our mom said, like when there was a gathering, like everyone cooked, like someone would bring a graham cracker cake or this and that. Someone always
Yeah,
brought something,
true.
So like people were always contributing to the hosting in some way.
It's so crazy because we grew up being at our aunt's house every single weekend, Saturday and Sunday, no matter what. My mom lived the furthest. Like we drove like 20, no, Chanel did too. We drove like 25, 30 minutes away. And by the way, in the car with my mom back and forth every weekend, 30 minutes, we had to pray the rosary.
Yeah.
And sometimes I was like, can we just listen to music? And then my mom would be like, oh, you want to listen to music? Okay. So right now, if right now an accident happens, you know what God's going to say? You're going to be the one that dies because he's going to be like, remember when you wanted to listen to music and not pray the rosary? And I was like,
she would say that to us, you guys, all the time. But like you know what?
I was like 8.
No, I know. I remember being so traumatized being in that car every time. But like, you know what though? Like she's helped with my faith so much too. Cause like I know all the like prayers in Chaldean because of your mom. Like, so it's like so crazy that like those like things like later on in life you could maybe appreciate. And then, but like back in the day, we were like dying.
No, but that was trauma because like I also was like, well, why would God do that? And I'm like, that's not the way to like tell your child, But I mean, she was doing the best. She didn't know. So she was doing the best, man. And I called her out about that one time and I was like, man, you made me like scared of God because of like what you would do in the car. She said, that's not true. I never did that. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Literally, I need to call you in. You won't even want to be in that conversation.
Done it so much times.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's crazy. But what I was gonna say, Chantal, is the fact that our parents, like every Saturday and Sunday, we were all with each other, 5 sisters, by the way, and all their kids. My mom was the only one who had 2. And they never fucking drink. Like there was never like alcohol.
I know. And you know what? But you know what I liked? And like, it's like, I don't know if it's because of the age. Maybe we don't remember when we were with each other at 4 years old, like your guys' kids' age. It's like all your guys' kids, like most of them are so needy with the adults. And it's like, our parents would never play with us. Like we had each other to play with. And it's like, we would just be in the basement. We would just be outside. We would just be doing things. And it's like getting together now. I mean, sometimes the kids will all play
That's
with each
not
other,
true, Chantal, because if our kids are all with each other, we never hear from them.
No, that's not true. Like when I'm with my nieces and nephews and there's like 7 of them, they're always like, Auntie, come here, look at this. And I'm like, oh my God, can you come in the basement with us? Can you come in the basement with us? It's like, can you guys just go downstairs and have fun with each other?
So like when I go to like my dad's side, like Auntie Samira's house, whatever, and I take my kids, like I never see them. Like I a lot of the times, like when there's a bunch of kids and they're in a new house, I never see my kids.
Yeah, maybe we just need to do more often. Like now they're getting a little older to see if they just like, don't bother us. I mean, I guess we were just at like Mother's Day, like none of the kids were being like that annoying, I guess. Like they were all outside playing with each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When there's like so many, they won't. And that's how it was with us. Like we were out there playing baseball games, like splitting 2 teams, playing baseball games, getting mad, all that stuff. Man, different world, different time, different world, different time. Anyways. Yeah. So when they're at Britt's house and Britt's talking about the Jack stuff, which like I'm so over the Jack stuff because he's a piece of shit. We get it. Michelle like looks at the whole situation and she's like, it made her upset because she's like, why does Britt get so much support and I don't?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But I think that was at Britt's like it was at Jack's bar when she did that.
No, it was at Britt's house.
Oh, okay. I thought it was at Jack's bar when she
and they were giving her hugs and stuff. And then Michelle in her confessional was like, it makes me like upset seeing that when she gets so much support and I don't. They were cleaning out Jax's closet and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I also think like you have to ask sometimes for the support. Like she's being so vulnerable with everybody and like constantly talking about it, which is exhausting. So everyone feels bad for her. Where like I think you've been like Michelle's maybe a little bit more mute about the situation and not really making it seem like she needs the help.
And like the thing is, we've seen Jax do some crazy things. And while we've seen Jesse do some stuff, it hasn't been to the extent of what Jax does. So I don't know.
You know what though? You know what's nasty? So Jesse was on was it Two Chicks in the Off? No, it was another podcast, another big podcast. And you know what was like the most cringe and like look how they pulled this clip. Like he and everyone was roasting him so much, and I don't know if you saw it, was that basically he didn't want Michelle to get the epidural. And like he was saying why, and like basically telling this podcast host like all the things he wanted her to do when she was having birth, and everyone was roasting him because like, yeah, as they should. You as a man have no right to tell a girl what they should do and shouldn't do during birth. I'm sorry if you're the father, I don't care. It's not up to you in that moment.
Right.
And he was literally telling a story like it was like, and it just, I think that goes to show that he was so controlling in that relationship.
Yeah. I mean, you were kind of my Jesse, Chantal.
No, I was helping you, like, because we talked about it. I was your doula. I was not like telling you
He
not
said
to
you
get
should
it.
don't get the epidural. You don't need it. You don't need it.
Yeah,
Don't get it.
I was
So
your doula.
I don't know, you guys. Maybe Jesse was Michelle's doula. So
No, not as a husband, you can't. And maybe like you never know. What if like you got it so early on when you went to the hospital because you were there really early that they had to send you home 3 times, okay? That you would have maybe went into a C-section. I
oh,
could have saved
okay.
you.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Failure to
Well,
progress over
I
here.
guess we'll never know. We'll never know.
I saved you for all your poor birth.
Yeah. What else did you listen to the whole thing or just that clip?
No, just that clip. But like
Okay.
he went in on it though. He was like, yeah, like, I heard all these things about that epidural and I didn't want her to get it. And I'm like, and everyone was just going crazy because
Yeah.
obviously that is the one thing like as a woman and a man, like you'll never understand. So you have no right to like say anything.
Right. Yeah. So they redecorate Jax's restaurant to say Brit. And I thought it was clever, make her happy, whatever.
Why are you guys going there? Like go somewhere else then if you guys this is their last night. Like, why are you going to his place?
Yeah. Well, there, Kristen does want to clear the air with Janet, and Danny is over the pattern of Janet stirring the pot, and he obviously did drink. Again, I don't think he has a drinking problem, but he can't hold himself back when he does drink. If I was Danny, though, I would go out of my way not to drink in front of these people.
Yeah, he becomes so sloppy and it's just like it's like he starts rolling his eyes and like making weird faces and it's like that's like the stuff that I wouldn't like if I was that person. He doesn't get that mean, to be honest. Like when they say dark side, it's like not that deep. Like he just gets a little sloppy.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. And Nia's frustrated with him. And I think she is because she knows that these people are going to take any opportunity to come for him and make it a problem. So they call Danny like Danny Darko. And I swear Janet pisses me off because Jason always acts tough, then will cry the next day. And then Janet's side comment with we have nothing to hide pisses me off. Because
Yeah,
it's like
she's so garbage. Like you're so jealous of the relationship.
she's so jealous of them. I don't give a shit what you say. She is so jealous of their family unit. She is so jealous of Nia, who is stunning inside and out. She is so jealous. And so it does get a little tense at one moment. And Nia's like just frustrated. She's like, I'm not going to be here. I can't control you. Like you're old enough. And I don't even want you engaging with them. And then, of course, like when Nia leaves, it is when Janet starts saying low blows. Like, why don't you go grab someone's ass and things like that. And as he he walks away because he's like, see, that the thing is, if you're like super drunk, you're gonna stay and you're gonna escalate the situation. And he didn't do that. He just walks away. And then Janet's like, my husband isn't out here grabbing asses, but he also allegedly isn't wearing his ring. So there's that. And then Janet just keeps saying, yeah, he has misplaced anger because he has like issues. He's a drunk, yada, yada. And I'm just like, shut up. Like you're coming for people who are so unproblematic and they're over you. So that's
and
the
he wasn't
problem.
even doing anything wrong. It was making my blood boil. Like he was just inserting himself. Yeah, he was just being a little sloppy, like we said. Like it's like you're so dramatic over here, and it's not like he's slamming the glass and doing crazy things and like going in your face. Like he wasn't doing any of that. He just was trying to say his opinion on the situation. Like let the guy speak. Just because he's drunk doesn't mean he can't speak.
Yeah, no,
I wish Nia did stay though, because I don't like that. Even though she said I can't control him, the reason she left is because she wants to be able to control him a little bit, and like she can't watch that. But it's like you should just stay and support your husband, and then be like, okay, we gotta go.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Jesse, later on in the episode, Jesse like says he's not drinking and he's like, I have to pick up Jax tomorrow. And he does have a point. He's like, listen, Jax is coming back from rehab and we just took his restaurant and did all this with it. And Britt, like, that's going to set him off. And he's like,
and then Britt is filing for divorce in this episode. So it's like, how many things are you going to throw at him when he's coming back? Even though he's a piece of shit, but it's like, damn, like, why are you like pouring more salt in the wound here?
Yeah, it's a lot. So, I've enjoyed Jax not being on the show though.
Yeah, I agree. I don't even like Brittany, you guys. I do not like Brittany. I hate when she's
At all.
talking. I hate when she's like bringing up her like her life. It's like I have no connection to Brittany. So it's like I'm so over you guys, you two, and I'm so over you dating after this. Like I never even want to see you dating someone unless it's like someone really cool. But like I
I
don't want to
used
watch
to
you.
love Brit, by the way. Used to love her.
I know, which is like weird. I never got that though.
I
But I
always
think that's
she was
fine.
unproblematic. Like she really was. Like she wanted to just be supportive of everyone. And she's not like that now. Now she's in her like I hate men thing. And so I just feel like I don't know. I just find her to be annoying as hell. And then I also think she's a horrible friend to Zach.
Yeah, I think the one most the crazy thing though, you guys, like of all this is like really like not just like you we always say like know who you date, but like also know who you date when it comes to the finances, because that really comes to you when you get married. Like everything becomes yours once you get married and you combine things. Like that's the scariest part about that. Like thank God for Brittany, she like did that like Jenny Craig thing. She has a lot of money probably to get herself out of this hole, but she could have been richer. But like because Jax brought her down so much and like did so much weird shit that like she probably lost so much money because of this relationship.
For sure.
And that's so sad. What'd you just eat?
Oh, damn it. Do
I'm just
people
calling you out because you would call me out.
do people have Aldi's by them?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's Aldi's is a national brand.
You guys, Aldi's is literally the best ever.
Like everything Roxanne loves, like ask who told her about it again.
No, I knew Aldi's when my dad had Save-A-Lots back in the day, and Aldi's was their competition.
I know, but like recently I told you, like you need to go to Aldi's. They have some good stuff. They have like some high-end snacks that you'll like, and you've been going.
I've been going. And so I'm eating cookies and cream covered pretzels.
Oh, Roxanne loves cookies and cream. It's like her weakness, and it's so nasty.
It really is, dude. And it's like 7 in the morning and I'm sitting here eating cookies and cream.
Like I just remember like anytime like we go into like Dairy Queen, she'd get cookies and cream like, or the Oreo, and then or like we went to we would get like we would get a piece of candy bar and like she would pick out like the Hershey's cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Like it's just so like white vanilla like is not like a good chocolate to me. And
It's
so,
so good.
no.
So good. That's crazy. If you don't like white chocolate,
Ew, I hate white chocolate.
you go white vanilla. White chocolate is so damn good. You got me effed up if you think any other way, because that is the best chocolate ever.
Yep,
Like I literally just suck on it and I'm like, this is so good. And I told myself I'm not going to buy it anymore because I literally eat so much of it. And then I went to Aldi's yesterday and I literally bought 2 packs. I'm like, oh
If
my
you buy
God.
it, you're gonna eat it. That's the rule. So always know when you buy something, you're gonna eat it. You
I
can't
know.
hold yourself back.
I had bought like chocolate chip cookies, like the soft chew. And I was like, yeah, I was like, I love these, like whenever I'm craving it. And then I was like, wait, no, why am I doing this to myself? And I like was like to the register lady, can you just actually I don't want this anymore. I'm so sorry. You guys, I had anxiety, by the way. I went to Aldi's and I fucking forgot a quarter because you need to do a quarter that connects to your thing. So I was like freaking out. I only had like a little bit of time before I had to start work. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And so I go up to the guy, and I am such a direct person, but with like the service industry, I'm so scared. So I go up to the guy and I was like, hey, can I buy a bag? Because I forgot a quarter and I can't get a cart. Can I buy a bag so that I could put it while I'm shopping? And I wanted him to be like, here, I'll just give you a quarter, give it back. But he didn't. So I bought the bag and everything like broke through. And so I went up to him and I'm like, can I just pay for a quarter? Like just charge me and give me a quarter. I have no quarters. And then he finally gave me a quarter. But like, yeah, like, I don't know why, like I told my friend that. She was like, why didn't you just directly ask him for a fucking quarter?
Literally.
And I was like, I just assumed if I'm telling him I'm buying a bag, like he was going to be nice and be like, hey, just give me this quarter back. And I'm like, yeah.
No, wouldn't think so. Did you know that Trader Joe's and Aldi's have like a shared history, like the same owner that funded them
Yeah.
or bought them? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I follow this guy who always goes to Aldi's and they have clean ingredients, which is crazy because they're so cheap. So
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of good finds. You just have to find it.
yeah. All right. Well, Next Gen New York City. What did you think, Chantel?
Yeah, I'm just like annoyed that you didn't watch it because there's a lot of things I want to know your opinion on, but that's okay. I'll say my opinion. I like this episode. I thought it was really good because like we finally see like kind of everyone get together. like the whole like crew at the end of the night. But like, let me go through. So there was a couple things that I'll point out that you'll die once you hear about this.
Yeah.
And I just have to see. Well, we do see we see Queen Teresa on the show, you guys, and Meredith Marks. So Meredith and Teresa and their kids meet up for lunch. So Gia and Brooks. And yeah, you could tell like Meredith was like feeling like Meredith is just an awkward person. I feel like me and Rexanne have noticed this in person ourselves. And like she was giving that same energy, Rexanne. Like Brooks or Gia brought up the whole like, oh, did you tell your mom what happened with the sister and Charlie thing? And you could tell she was like awkward, like she didn't want like them to talk about it in front of Teresa or something. It was just weird. You could have felt.
Oh my
her
gosh, stop it. Ew, that's weird. Yeah, you guys, we were out with her one night.
Not with her, we saw her.
Yeah. We were all at the same like event type of thing. And she was like, she kind of like separates herself because she's like awkward. I don't know.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
Are you still quoting 30-year-old movies? Have you said cool beans in the past 90 days? Do you think Discover isn't widely accepted? If this sounds like you, you're stuck in the past. Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. And every time you make a purchase with your card, you automatically earn cash back. Welcome to the now. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Test, check 1, 2. You know you need unique New York. You know you need unique New York. Does that sound all right? Ah, that's better. You can always tell something's missing when you get isolated results. Like AI that's only right for one of your systems. Get AI that can work across your data and applications. Learn more at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
Switch to Verizon Business and get more from your internet without paying more for your internet. Get LTE Business Internet starting at $39 a month when paired with select business mobile plans. That's unlimited data, and with it, unlimited possibilities. Start saving today with Verizon Business, ranked #1 in small business internet customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Starting price for 25 megabits per second LTE internet plan with smartphone plan savings, plus taxes, fees, and economic adjustment charge. Terms apply. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Yeah,
no, a lot of housewives were with each other, and she like separates herself.
Yeah, she was like with Brooks. She was like with her son at the thing.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely have a really tight bond, you could tell. But it was funny because like in this episode, in this like scene, they kept talking about like how like my mom has a short fuse, and like Next Gen NYC was like putting this like, you know, meter of like Teresa getting angry, or like even Meredith getting angry, and Gia starts explaining the whole hand washing thing. The hand washing was very prevalent this whole freaking episode, and they started like when they were showing Teresa's like icon of getting so angry, like listening to the story. It was just so funny. Like it's like light humor. Like this show is like light humor, which is that sometimes we miss on Housewives show. But then like Teresa's like, that is nasty. Like you can tell like everyone that has heard this literally thinks it's gross and nasty.
Right.
Except Georgia. By the way, like it came out that Georgia and I think Charlie both like have mugshots. Like they've been arrested before. So it's like kind of crazy. I don't know. Did
Do you know
think
why
that-
Georgia? I heard about his like crypto stuff. Do you know why Georgia?
No, I didn't look into why she has one.
I mean, that's kind of crazy.
I know, like, it's like, do they look at these things? Like, they have to be doing like background checks, and they know these things are gonna come out. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's something that they were aware of.
Yeah. We see a little bit more about like everyone's like lives with their dads again. So like Charlie and his dad. One thing about Charlie, like he literally is a Nepo baby. He's like a trust fund baby, whatever you want to call it. Like his dad funds his life. And he has a roommate named Dylan. And Dylan is on OnlyFans. Like we meet Dylan this episode. I don't know how much he's gonna be in on the show, but like Dylan was like, I know I work. I've never seen Charlie work. He literally was like calling him out, even though like he says he does crypto. He's like, I've never seen him work a day in my life, you know? But the one thing is that Charlie mentions that like as much as my dad was there, he wasn't a father to me because like he never like listened to our problems or our stories. And it's like, Charlie, like my dad didn't listen to me either, but my dad at least wasn't rich. My dad wasn't rich. Like at least your dad was rich and giving you everything. And like a lot of dads don't have time to listen to your problems. Okay.
Yeah. Like my dad worked so much. So, but he was like working to like give us like a certain lifestyle. So it's like, I could appreciate that. And then, you know, my parents, as they're older, like show my children what they probably didn't show me. Except my mom. My mom's like a love bomber to me when I was younger. So like, yeah, I think that if they're working, but then there are those ones who don't even like show love, like
for sure. But like it seemed like, you know, the dad was there like filming, and like the dad, like I mean he was on his computer working, but it seemed like he was like interested in what Charlie was saying. Not that
people always want a story, man.
I know, like that sounds like, Charlie, dude, like you're rich, shut up. Like not that you know say anything, but your dad's there in front of you too. Like it's not like you don't have the relationship with your dad and all these things. It's like, okay, like there's so many other problems.
He funds your lifestyle right now.
Everything. So it's like, let's be appreciative of like, maybe he couldn't be there for you like that. He was a father. He put food on the table. He was there every night, but he couldn't really be emotionally there because he was working and he had a lot on his plate.
Right.
I'm not saying that's better. I'm just saying like, listen, like there's people like us, like we didn't even have, our dad was working so much, and like he was working. My dad was a butcher, literally working and cutting meat all the time. Like I barely saw my dad, and like there's like a foreign gap. Like I couldn't talk to my dad about my feelings. Like get over it, okay?
Yeah, that would be so weird if you did.
I know. Okay, there was another scene too about Ava and Amira. Did you see how Amira came out and she said that she basically didn't want like her whole storyline to be like the transgender thing, and I kind of appreciate that for her. Like she's like, yeah, she's like, I want to be known as me. She did say like, I'm not stupid. I do want people to feel comfortable in the sense of like learning from me and like really feeling comfortable in their own skin if they're going through that. But like she's kind of just she's acting like her own self, and I think
like she's not gonna make it her whole personality, her whole identity.
Exactly,
like,
and she didn't like
to do, yeah.
Yeah, she's acting very like just like what her life and what she's going through. And right now what she's going through is just she has a boyfriend, and like she's loving her boyfriend, and Ava was saying she has a boyfriend too, and they were just like talking about that in this episode. And it was nice to see. It was like nice to see like they're like at the end of the day they're 22, so it's like nice to see how they're going through their life, you know, navigating these relationships.
Right.
We ended up seeing, so Ariana does end up texting Riley and says like, hey, I think we should meet up. Like, I know we haven't seen each other in like 10 years. Like would love to catch up. And so they end up meeting up at a park. And before they get to the park, Riley calls her mom, which is Candy, obviously. And she's like, hey, just so you know, like I'm meeting up Ariana. And like Candy was like, okay, good. Like be friends, just because like me and her mom like had a falling out. Like you guys used to be like such best friends. Like go, like it was such like what's it called? Like optimistic and like very just like, yeah, like so excited that, you know, she was going to go and maybe make another friend. Like, and I love that because like some parents would be like, ew, don't be friends with that girl's daughter. But she wasn't acting like that at all. Did you think Candy would have done that?
Do I think what?
Candy would have told her like, don't be friends with like Ariana?
No, I don't think she would ever say that.
Yeah. And Ariana did say too that she ended up telling her mom, and Kim said the same thing. Like Kim said, like, yeah, of course, go be friends with her. Like, I'm happy. Like, you guys should connect. You guys are in New York together. Like, why not?
Yeah, like you should never like drag the kids into that.
Yeah. And their meetup was good too.
Yeah.
we get to the very end, like I'm skipping over some stuff just because like there's no point, but we get to the very end. So they all like hang out. Like in the meeting with Riley and Ariana, Riley was like, okay, like let's all hang out, like let's go to Brooklyn. That's like where Riley lives. And so Ariana was like, yeah, I'm down. So it was basically Ariana, her boyfriend Hudson, Riley, Charlie, I think George ends up coming later, and a few other like of their friends. And in this, Brooks comes too, obviously. And again, Charlie's doing the same thing he's been doing with Brooks, like fucking around with him about the sister. He literally even goes to the point where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go F your sister. And Brooks gets so crazy. And then not only does he get crazy a little bit with him, he goes and runs and tells Ariana and Riley so that they get them like pumped up. Gio wasn't in this scene. And so it's like the same thing when Gio like wanted to be his mouthpiece for him. Like he's almost doing that with these girls. Like he wants them to like say something because like he's just, I don't know, he's not confrontational. He's not shy enough.
But I don't like that.
I know. I do want you do need to watch this one part because when Ariana comes in, before she comes in, Charlie keeps mentioning like, oh yeah, like you'll know who Ariana is. Like her mom was on the Housewives. Like he already has such preconceived notions of Ariana, and it's weird because I don't even have preconceived notions of Ariana, and I used to watch Kim on the show. Like he kept like basically like saying like, oh, just wait till you see her. Like it was just the weirdest like dynamic and already making me feel uncomfortable before Ariana came.
But you know what's weird? I had those same things about them, and like seeing her on the show, I'm like, oh wow, like no, she ended up becoming like really normal.
Yeah, and Ariana.
But if you watch Chantal, you didn't watch like you didn't watch like Kim's like show Tardy for
the I never watched Kim's Tardy for the Party.
Right, and that focused heavily on those girls, and then they also got so much shit done in like high school.
Yeah.
So that's like weird. Like we talked about the UK stuff. It's a little bit, I guess, like normal, but there it's weird. So, you know, and then with like Kim as her mom and all this shit that keeps happening with Kim and Croy, like the cops coming to their house every 2 seconds, them losing all their money, you might have like a misconception of them.
I agree, but you don't say that out loud and you don't make it apparent that like there's something wrong before you meet someone. So like she walks in and like immediately feels uncomfortable because they make her feel uncomfortable. Like one of the boys, I think it was Dylan or someone was like, yeah, like he knows you, like, or like something like that. And it was just so uncomfortable. Like even the boyfriend was like, what the hell's going on right now? And like she knew immediately they were talking shit about her. And it's like, you know, she's new to a city, she's meeting new friends. Like look how she's walking into this thing. She probably knows that people are already doing this. And like they do it. They show her like that they are talking about her. And so she's like, no, this is not going to be it. So like already right away, she off the bat does not like Charlie. And I don't blame her. Charlie was very rude to her, was very making her feel uncomfortable. And what we end up finding out that Brooks and Riley are in a confessional, and Brooks drops a bomb and says that when Charlie found out that more housewives kids were going to be on the show, he got very frustrated.
Okay, like that's why we're watching. I would never ever watch if Brooks, if like honestly, if any of the housewives were out and this was who the cast was, like just anyone but the housewives people, I would never watch this show ever.
Yeah, so isn't that weird that Charlie would say that? It's like, Charlie, you think that you were going to be the main person of the show? Like, I'm so confused. I know. And then like Brooks did say in the confessional, like we are housewives kids. Like that would make me feel uncomfortable. And then like, why are you telling me that? Because I am a housewife kid, you know?
Right.
But I don't know what Charlie thought. Like there was going to be 2 people like of the housewives and they added like Gia last minute. They added Ariana last minute. I don't know what he thought and like what they were telling him. But
even if it was Brooks, Charlie, and the rest of the gang, that's not like no Riley, Ariana, no Gia, I would never watch the show.
I'm literally watching the show because of Ariana at this point. Like she's so like she's making the show. We called the last episode. A lot of people agreed with us, and like she really is making the show. Even just her and her like boyfriend, like when they're walking around the city, like navigating, like and they want to do a clothing line, and she tells us about her past. Like she's just interesting. I don't know how to explain to him.
You know he's a billionaire, right?
Yeah, the boyfriend is
so crazy.
And he doesn't act like that. He acts so humble. He acts so nice. He doesn't act like a.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't act like a trust fund baby over here.
Charles.
Yeah, Charlie.
Jesus.
And then so like they leave the club and basically like they are like I don't know. I guess like he says something again to Brooks about the sister thing, and it's like getting old. So then Ariana's like, why are you being such a dick? Like, why are you being such a dick? Yeah. So she goes off on him, and then the boyfriend gets involved, Hudson gets involved, and was like, from the minute we stepped in, you've been such an like basically such an asshole. And then Charlie's like, do you want to go around the block? Do you want to go around the block? Like making it seem like he's about to fight him. And so then he's like, I'm trying to party more. I'm trying to party more. Like this is Charlie's saying. And Georgia's like, come on, let's just go to the next place. And she like removes him from the situation. But like, yeah, they're about to get in a fight, Hudson and Charlie, at the very end of the episode.
Yeah. What do you think of the show though? Like, are you liking it?
I do. I think it's like a different flair. Like I don't get like annoyed watching it. Yeah, I do like
that's
it.
good.
Yeah. I think it's fun watching these little, like I'm saying little kids, and we're not that much older than them, but kids like navigating like the world and like they're
We're literally 3 years older than Charlie.
I know. Well, Charlie's the only one. A lot of them are 22.
I know.
And Ariana did say that like you're the one that should be showing us the ropes. Like you're 29, like we're 22. Like she was like going crazy because like she knows that he's so much older and like look how he's acting, and he's like acting like he's a child and he's not.
Yeah.
Like these are girls that are, finally able to drink. They're able to go out and have fun in the city. Like they can dance, like they can do all these things. And like, that's how it should be. And like, it's like, you've been around for a long time, buddy.
Right. 100%. By the way, Chantel, oh wait, go ahead.
Oh, there was a scene with Damon Dash and Ava, which was really funny. Like he is such a funny father. So
yeah, you could tell.
Too.
By the way, tonight Miami comes on.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, and it's at 9 p.m. It's not at 8, which I like.
It's at 9 or 8, you said?
No, 9.
Oh, I don't like when it's at 9.
Oh, really? I don't like when it's at 8. Maybe because I'm like putting the kids
to
bed and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm sure for you that's not a good time, but for me, I love it. I hate waiting till 9.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to get into. Like, I'm excited to talk about Real Housewives.
Yeah, finally, because we've only been on one the past 6 weeks here.
Yeah, with the Atlanta one. So, yeah, it's nice to get back into that. And then in 1 month we have OC, so that's good.
Yeah, it's July 12th or something.
July 10th.
Oh, July 10th.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think that's all that we have for this episode. We'll be back with Miami. And then I am just so excited to talk about Love Island. I'm so excited. So we'll talk about.
By the way, I think we should wait always to the end of Sunday's night's episode, because an episode comes out on Sunday, and that's always the one where there's like an elimination or something crazy happening. So we do need to wait.
Okay.
Yeah, because we missed. I told you someone always leaves the first week, and you're like, no one does. Someone left last week on Sunday.
By the way, you said you called Alandria. You said that she was with Jeremiah, and someone commented and they were like, okay, really? You guys need to start all over because Alandria is not with Jeremiah. And then I was like, let me listen to the episode. And I was like, oh, it was Chantal.
Oh, that's so weird that I would say that, because I know Huda is with him. So like, I don't know why we were mixing up the names so much.
I know.
Because I think when I was watching, like I wasn't taking that many notes. So like I need to write. Usually I have to write down people's names to like remember them and like, this is the person, this is like who they are, just to like know exactly. But I knew that they were
now at this point. I'm comfortable and I know all the names.
Yeah.
It
takes a week sometimes, you guys, to watch it every single day.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you guys are having a great week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.